By far, one of the most popular requests we hear when it comes to new construction homes in Kansas City, usually it's, hey, I want a fully private lot that backs to treed space, and I want to walk out lower level. And one other request that I get is for super tall ceilings. And we've got you covered with this one. This is the Lila by Roeser Homes. 1.5 stories. So you got the master and the main, 4 beds, 4.5 baths, 2645 square feet. And you've got a huge unfinished basement that you can finish however you please. Now, we're gonna take a couple steps towards the front of the house. You got some corbels on the top near the gables or the peaks of the roof. Adds a nice little charm to it. One thing that Roeser does, they include a lot of extras that most builders would charge for. So when you see their homes, you'll notice the trim on the garage doors. That's a costly upgrade. It can certainly add up the numbers. They've included that for you. It adds to the character. And of course, if we just walk towards the front of the house, you'll notice you've got, off the entry, you've got full brick. You got a nice little swoop to the roof line there. And then a beautiful stained 8-foot door. So very on brand with the tall ceilings throughout the house. The brick adds a touch that I just don't see too often anymore. Now, before we step inside, if we haven't met, then welcome to the channel. My name's Nick Massa, licensed real estate agent here in Kansas and Missouri. Love new construction homes. We're gonna take you through this one. I'm really excited for it. But before we do, gotta introduce a special guest to the channel. This is Jordan Fugate.
Hello.
All right, it's Jordan's first time on camera, so we're gonna put him in the spotlight here as we go throughout the home. But Jordan, we've got a couple of videos and plans for some better new construction homes content. So
yes, we do.
You'll be seeing him in some future videos. But before we really step inside, I owe a big thank you to Ann and Leslie, the on-site agents here. Thank you to Grata Development. This community is called Boulder Hills in Olathe, Kansas, so just west of Heritage Park. And thank you to Roeser Homes, the builder. Without further ado, let's step inside and take a look at the house. All right, Jordan, come on in. Take a look at the 2-story ceilings. We're gonna give you a nice little sneak peek of this part of the floor plan, but we're really just gonna start with the main entry. So we'll get to all of this here in just a second. Take a second, take it all in, but we're gonna turn around and take a look at the entry. So you've got the huge ceilings. When guests are coming over, it really makes the statement. Beautiful light fixture up top, window bringing in natural light, stained front door. If you were to build this, there is an option. You could build this with just a French door, if that's something that you're into. This one is just a single front door here. The nice thing about this plan is just off to your left, right off the entry, half bath, you got a coat closet on the other side. What color are we thinking that is, Jordan, on the vanity?
I think it's a gray. It's almost like a grayish green.
Yeah, like a grayish green, which all these colors are really coming in. If you turn around to your left, you'll see that coat closet there. You know, one thing different about this plan is you don't have a separate bedroom or office area. It's off the entry, so the master suite is on your left, but we're gonna start with what's on your right, the main floor. So there are quite a few different Roeser plans that are 1.5 stories. The Roanoke would be a good example. You've got this catwalk upstairs. There's no loft in this version, but they do a Lila 2, and I'll put some pictures on the screen for you, where instead of having the 2-story ceilings here, you do still have high ceilings, but they actually put a loft upstairs, which is nice, in addition to 3 different bedrooms. So we'll take a little look around here. You've got a huge wall of windows, covered deck, composite decking. They did the fortress rail, so the black wrought iron, instead of like the wood that can kind of feel a little chunkier than you might want out there. Inside, you've got this huge fireplace, kind of frames in the entire family room, right? It creates a lot of volume. Beautiful built-ins. I think the light fixtures on either side give it a nice classy look. And of course, you've got the more traditional fireplace setup there. Now swinging on around, we've got a huge kitchen. So it opens up, you've got the dining area, built-in fridge area to your right, glass door cabinets, And then Jordan, let's show them this real quick. I really like this. They've done it in quite a few of their different, I think all of their plans actually. You got storage on the front of the island as well. Swinging around, we've got cabinet underlighting, which we see quite a bit nowadays. It's really nice, especially if it's dark at night. You don't want all the lights on, but you do want to see. It's a perfect way to do it. Stacked microwave, an oven, 5 burners. One thing that I read about Roeser is they almost always include the standard gas line instead of electric. So some builders, they'll start you with electric. You got to pay extra to upgrade to gas. Not the case here. And then of course you open up to the dining area. So low hanging light fixture. And then let's swing around here. Let's show them the built-in. So the recessed breakfast bar nook area. You got some wine bottle storage right there. And of course, 2 cabinets on either side. Now, one thing that I do want to point out, because the nice thing about Roeser is they include a lot of extras that most builders would charge for. One of those, an infamous example here in Kansas City, is garage door openers. It's always kind of saddening to see that you're about to buy a brand new home and now you've got to pay extra for. Not the case here. Another one that you'll notice is actually the floor grates. So you'll notice that those actually match the stain of the floor. They're not white or that kind of tan color that sticks out like a sore thumb. We're actually going to take a look at the deck here. So we've got one beautiful table out here. We're waiting on the chairs. Those will be here shortly. But one thing that I like is they went ahead and they did the deck stairs down. Which something about the deck stairs, oftentimes they can cost between $6,000 to $12,000. They did it for you, which is really important. So this is a 1.5 story. You don't want to have to go downstairs and walk up or out around the house. You do have composite decking, which we love to see. Way less maintenance required. You don't have to stain it. You don't have to do much to it. And I like the box vault up there too. The nice thing about this one, this is for sale. So you could build this in several different places around Johnson County and even in Missouri. But if we turn around a bit, I mean, you back to partial green space. So what you're seeing to your left, this is all HOA. You get to enjoy it, but you also have the trails behind the house. One thing that I've suggested to quite a few clients, you'll see the neighbors have done it. If you do a fence, you want to put a gate in the back so that you can access that sidewalk a little easier. Really makes the property feel a little bigger. But let's come back inside. Tall ceilings, it's part of the deal here. You got the box vault ceiling here, and it's not the last place you'll see them. You got casement windows, which crank open instead of slide up. You're gonna get a lot more airflow in, a little bit more durable and more energy efficient. So lots of natural light coming in. You got plenty of room. I do believe this is a king sized. I think this is a king size bed, which is nice. Usually they stage in with a queen sized bed. So it looks like the room is much bigger than it is. This is true to size. You got French doors off the entry, and then the bathroom. So there's a lot to take in. You've got double vanity, you got the upgraded fixtures, light fixtures look upgraded too. And then how about, where have we seen this before, Jordan? Have we seen this a couple of times throughout the house?
The color?
Maybe 1 or 2.
Kitchen and bathroom.
Yeah, absolutely. You got a full makeup bar right here, makeup counter. You got the trimmed in mirror, matches the vanity color. And then, what do you know, up above, we've got another box fall. You'll see a couple of those throughout the upstairs as well. So, all right, let's take a look at the shower. You got a frameless glass door, which would usually be an upgrade. They don't charge for it. It's included. You got the tile all the way up the ceiling, 2 niches back there, 2 shower heads, which is nice. Usually if you were to build a home, that's probably one of the first things you'd ask to upgrade. They've already considered it. You got a floating tub black faucet that's upgraded to match the rest of the hardware. 2 windows. You could do all types of window treatments. You could frost them, whatever you'd like to do for privacy, but it will bring in some light. And then probably the most important, Jordan, last piece of the bathroom. You got the throne and the closet. So huge closet. You've got plenty of room for storage. What I like about this one, even though you would need blind, you certainly would. You've got this beautiful window. Not only does it create light, I think it architecturally looks really good from the outside. You got a built-in right here. So bench seating, cubbies down below, and of course, additional storage. Now, one thing that I always check for when I'm walking through these homes, places where you're putting things up against the wall, so things like the pantry, the closets, etc., we usually want to see, and Roeser's included this, we want to see enamel, so the higher quality paint, it's harder to scratch, or some type of knockdown texture. They've certainly provided that here. So if you're putting stuff up against the walls, it's not going to leave a bunch of marks. Really consider it, a lot of attention to detail there.
What about the laundry?
That's right. I almost forgot. We've got the laundry room. And you'll notice there's no exit, right? You have to go through the master suite to get to the laundry area. But, and usually the worry is, am I going to have to bring clothes up and down the stairs? Not in this floor plan. We'll show you why here. And actually, why don't we do it right now? We'll take a look upstairs.
As soon as you walk up the stairs, go to your right. You've got a laundry room right here in the hallway. Double doors, really nice size, plenty of space. Roeser did a great job with the tile floor. They put a floor drain in here. That way you get any leaks, overflows, right down the drain. Built-in shelves for all your accessories. I know there's a light in there. Don't know where that switch is.
We got the laundry room. That's nice because you can't access, you have to go through the master to get to the one down there. So no bringing laundry up and down. What else about the floor plan, Jordan? What are some of your favorite parts about it?
I love how each one of these bedrooms upstairs has their own private bathroom. So you go in here, they got full shower, beautiful tile, huge walk-in closets, really. Swing over here, Nick. Take a look at this.
Now, one thing we pointed out earlier is the enamel in the closets. This one actually has an orange peel texture, kind of like a knockdown texture. So, kids putting stuff up against the walls, we don't want to leave scratches, and that's meant to protect everything.
So bedroom number 2, this would be, my daughter would absolutely love this room. So if you guys have kids that like to read, they could sit over here in this little nook. It's really awesome. These casement windows throughout this house, beautiful high-end windows.
Yeah, and typically, we don't see these until you get to much higher price point. So to see these in a house at this price, which we'll tell you here in just a second, pretty remarkable.
Another detail, Nick, is the ceiling.
That's right.
Boxed in. You don't see that normally in second, third, fourth bedrooms. Usually it's only the master. So another full bathroom here. This one has the shower, no tub, and then you have big walk-in closet.
Very nice. So one more bedroom up. Let's take a look at it.
So across the catwalk, got your third final bedroom upstairs. Another boxed-in ceiling, casement windows, and full bath. Beautiful glass door for the shower.
So yes, it's the same finishes in the bathrooms upstairs. But the thing about them is you've got quartz countertops instead of like a cultured marble. You've got tile flooring. Jordan, tell me about the size of this bedroom. Is it good size? Does it feel big compared to?
This is a good sized bedroom. I'd say this is 12 by 13.
It's pretty big. It's pretty big for a secondary bedroom. It definitely feels big. It helps that you've got the box vault up. And then you've got 8-foot floors, but 8-foot ceiling heights, but it doesn't feel like it because of these box vaults up here. So, all right, now we've got one final part of the video. So you've seen the main floor, you saw the master suite upstairs. We're gonna take a look down in the basement, but I did promise you, and I gotta live up to that promise, the price of this home. So we're located in Boulder Hills. I'll show you an example where what that looks like on the map. We're just west of Heritage Park. This is a Grotto Development community, so big thank you to Grotto Development. This home is for sale. It can be built in several places around Kansas City. It's priced at $795. So big thank you to Leslie and Ann, the listing agents here at Boulder Hills. If you have any questions about this home, building one similar to it, or just buying or building a new home in Kansas City, please go ahead and reach out. All the contact info is on the screen. So give us a phone call, text message, email. We'd absolutely love to set you up for success. Without further ado, we're gonna take a look downstairs, show you what this could look like if you finished all 3 floors. Do you have a basement finish plan? This one's not finished. So I do wanna kind of lay this out, but one of the major advantages, and we'll kind of spin around slowly just to show you the size. Because this is a 1.5 story home, you've got the master on the main floor. As a result, they have to make the entire basement that much bigger, right? You got to accommodate that master bedroom, the bathroom, laundry room, all of that stuff. So as a result, you've got way more space down here than you normally would. So here's kind of the layout that we've seen in other Lila plans. The first is right here, you'd have a walk-up bar. So this could go the entire length of the wall. It could be as long as you want it to. They've already plumbed in for that water line. I've seen an example of this where they actually did a peninsula right here. And then to your left, this was kind of the movie, the theater room, everything opened up to it. The nice thing about this plan is you've got the daylight windows. So true daylight, true above ground windows here. You're not looking in the middle of concrete, which I'll give you an example in a second. And then of course you've got, really you could finish probably up to about right here. The rest of the space, unfinished storage, sump pump, water main, and then you've got all of your utilities right there. Now, other half of I know this is a huge basement. You've got everything plumbed in for a full bathroom. So the questions always come up like, what in the world are we staring at here? This is the toilet area. This is the drain for the shower. And then this is the sink hookup right here. So imagine you've got the full bathroom, unfinished storage to your right. And then to your left, we actually have what could be a future bedroom. Of course, you could finish it however you want, but you've got the egress window right here. That's all for this video. Thank you all for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. More content like this on the way. Before you go, there are 2 videos on the screen. Click on one of those, either the playlist of all the different new home communities or another property tour video, and we'll see you on the other side.